I think God made me chronically ill because I would just be too powerful healthy. I'm hot, I'm smart, I'm funny. I mean, you can't have it all. In the span of 1 year, I went from not being able to lift my arms over my head without a lot of discomfort, having to leave stores in the middle of standing in line because I couldn't bear to stand any longer, to working out almost 6 days a week and incorporating weights again. A lot's happened in a year, and I think sometimes people may assume like, oh, you just pushed through the pain to get to where you are. For me personally, I pushed through pain just to get out of bed in the morning. I don't actually remember what a day with zero pain looks or feels like, and I didn't improve just overnight. I didn't improve because I worked hard enough. I improved because I was lucky enough that I had doctors start listening to me, and because I was too stubborn to give up when they wouldn't. There's some pain that it is impossible to push through. My main condition is hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and it's also caused things like pain in my trigeminal and occipital nerves, which progressively became more and more debilitating since it started in 2020. And it wasn't up until last summer that I finally got a handle on it because I found a neurologist who actually took me seriously. I had seizures in the last year and got diagnosed with mast cell activation syndrome. It took a while to get those symptoms under control somewhat, and they're still really not that under control, but they're manageable. I found a gastroenterologist who got to the root of a lot of my problems, including a lot of the hypermobile EDS stuff. I drove an hour each way every week to go see an osteopath for physical therapy. I saw a functional medicine doctor who got to the root of the gut issues that were caused by being misdiagnosed and treated incorrectly for conditions that I didn't have. And for each of those doctors that I saw many more that just resulted in frustration and more bills. When you don't have a handle on your symptoms, it's hard to do even daily tasks. It's expensive, it's time consuming, and it's exhausting trying to get answers, let alone seek treatment. This is why I always say if you have two people who have the exact same condition, you still should not compare them because you don't know where each one is in their journey. So you can't just look at somebody and say, well, this person has the same condition as you and they're able to do that. Okay, well, you don't know what it took for them to get to that. You don't know how much work went into where they are now, and you also don't know how much pain they're probably still in. I still have symptoms every second of every day. I still have pain every second of every day, but the thing is, it's just more manageable now. Before, it was like I couldn't function because I was in so much pain. I was having so many symptoms. They were just out of control. No matter where you are in your medical journey, just remember that comparison is the thief of joy, and you're doing the best you can. Forgot to mention the most relevant part to all of this. I started seeing a speech pathologist for my vocal cord dysfunction. Apparently my voice box has been displaced and I had no idea. And so she had mostly relocated it. I don't really know what that means. All I know is I feel a lot better and it hurts to talk way less. It hurts to breathe way less. And so again, I don't really know what that means or like what that entails or anything, but I know she did myofascial release and I'll see her again this week. And I'm excited because I feel normal, like normal for me.
Science is always developing and doctors are always trying to find for new cures and new solutions out to sometimes come over to rare diseases, right? But sometimes it's just hard. Sometimes people just have unique conditions, very rare and hard to find and a hard process and have a development about it, you know. Sometimes it's really hard to find out what's wrong with a person, and unfortunately a treatment cannot be done or a solution cannot be given to that person, to that patient, which is quite sad, and in this case in particular is quite painful as well. This lady was telling us she has been experiencing pain every day, every second of the day, for 4 years now. It is a very long time, for you to be feeling pain constantly. And that's not human and that's not good. And then she is definitely looking for some solutions and answers that can help her and improve her well-being. But unfortunately, she's been having this long ride and she's been trying, she's very stubborn and she's been trying to go to many doctors to try to figure it out, her condition. Hopefully they managed to find out which condition that she actually has, because she got evaluated in the past. So she got told she has this condition when she actually has this another condition. And she actually raised a good point where doctors sometimes they find similarities between patients, and they try to, like, my patient A is really similar to you, patient B, so I might be able to adapt the same treatment. But from her experience, we can tell sometimes things are not that strict and simple. Treatments had to be evaluated and done in a particular way, so it's very personalized, and the doctors can understand that patients might have experienced different type of pains, or things that work out differently in their bodies. It must be so hard and also disappointing and frustrating in a way of you as a patient. You're feeling unwell and you're trying to tell how you feel, what's your worries, how does it hurt, and the doctors are just unable to understand or come up with a solution. But she finally found now a new doctor that makes her feel normal. So this is good. For like 4 years now, since 2020, she has not been feeling normal. She has been constantly in pain. She cannot do normal activities, daily life activities. But now she seems to be improving her performance, and she can actually get through her day, without, as she mentioned, without waking up already in pain and managing all that pain. Now, like, she still does feel pain, which is bad, but she says she feels better. She doesn't feel as bad. She can manage the pain, and she start to do a normal life again. And that's rewarding, like, step at a time. She finally could manage to go through her pain. It's not perfect, but she's managing it. And as she said at the very beginning, she's a pretty girl, she's smart, she's funny, and she made a joke about it, like she cannot have it at all, like God is ruling this for her. But she finally managed to get a pain lower, she's not struggling as much, and I'm so happy for her. I just hope that her and any other people that are struggling with heart diseases can finally manage things through and, just have a happy, painless life.